It's the Bedroom Movie Guy Top 7 Saturdays. This week, the Bedroom Movie Guy looks at Top 7 John Carpenter films. John Carpenter is an awesome director. He's done some amazing films. One of which is about Halloween. Happy Halloween, everyone. Let's look at them. Brought to you by the Bedroom Movie Guy. Hi, the Bedroom Movie Guy. And today on Top 7 Saturdays, we're looking at the top 7 John Carpenter films. Now, it's Halloween when I'm filming this. I love Halloween. I love it so much I got married on Halloween. It's a long story. I'll tell you if you ever see me in person. So I thought John Carpenter made a movie about Halloween called Halloween. And I've been wanting to do this for a while because I love John Carpenter movies. He's kind of cheesy, kind of awesome, kind of 80s brilliance. So today's the day. Halloween. Halloween. You get it? Okay, good. Thanks for keeping up. Again, these are my top 7 John Carpenter films. These are the ones I think are best. It's my opinion. You might completely disagree with me, and I'd love to hear about it. Let me know in the comments what your top 7 films are, or your favorite film. It's all good. With that, let's get to it. Number 7. Memoirs of an Invisible Man. I didn't even know this was a John Carpenter film until I looked at his filmography. I got to see this when I was in Wales as a kid. It was awesome. This is a total fun story of the Invisible Man, and a guy who accidentally gets turned into the Invisible Man, and just how he tries to live his life afterwards. It stars Chevy Chase, Daryl Hannah, and Sam Neill. It's fun, it's intelligent, it has Chevy Chase when he was still Chevy Chase. Number 6. Assault on Precinct 13. Assault on Precinct 13 was John Carpenter's first full-length feature film. Say that 5 times fast. That. It stars a bunch of people you probably won't know from anything. And it's about this police station that is in a bad part of town and is closing down, and basically everyone's gone except for a few people. A gang kind of starts a war and kills a guy's kid, and that guy kills a gang member and runs into the police station. And so this gang decides to put a blood pact against the police station, and no one's around and their phones are cut off, and it's basically they get stormed for their whole night with these gang members with Uzis and semi-automatic weapons, and there's some criminals that are staying there because of a bus problem with a health thing. It's a bunch of people stuck in a police station being onslaughted by a bunch of gangs. It's really well made and really tense, and was really great for one of his first films that he ever did. Number 5. They Live. Oh, I love this movie. They Live is all about aliens. Aliens are among us, people, and you can't tell that they're here. This guy named George, who's a carpenter / construction worker guy, moves to the big city to try and get work. He's homeless. He ends up with a bunch of other people who are homeless that are trying to get work. And finds some sunglasses. And when he puts them on, everything goes gray. And they give him a headache. And so he takes them off. But when he puts them on again, he looks and everything's different. All the billboards don't say ads for stuff. They say obey and sleep and money is your god. And all the magazines and all the television channels and all the radio, all of it is just hypnotic messages telling you to go to sleep and obey. And this freaks him out. And then he catches sight of a few people. He rips the sunglasses off and puts them back on again. These people are aliens. They look just like you or me when the sunglasses are off. But when they're on, it looks like their face fell on the cream onion soup. Or French onion soup. One of the soups. A soup of some type. So he tries to figure out what to do with this, and there's a whole underground movement, and there's aliens taking over the world, and it is awesome, it is inventive, it is fun, and it has the longest fight you will ever see for putting on a pair of sunglasses. Plus, it has Keith David and Roddy Piper as the best wrestling performance ever given in a film. It's terrific. And the last scene makes me laugh every single time. Number 4. Halloween. It's here! Halloween! Happy Halloween. So, Halloween's the story of Michael Myers. Michael Myers is this psycho guy who as a kid killed his sister and a bunch of other people and was sent away. And then on Halloween night, he breaks out, I guess Halloween day? Night before Halloween he breaks out. Yeah. Night before Halloween he breaks out of an insane asylum. This doctor's trying to catch him. And he goes on a killing spree. He's wearing a mask, which was really a William Shatner mask from Star Trek painted all white. Fun fact for you. Jamie Lee Curtis is a babysitter who is basically being stalked by him and does her best to fight him off for the whole night. This is one of the best slasher films you're ever going to see. It's original, it's fun. Mike Myers was a good villain. It had Donald Pleasance too. Donald Pleasance is awesome. Jamie Lee Curtis, Donald Pleasance. It's worth seeing, especially on Halloween. If you can watch it today, it's the best thing ever. If today is when you're watching this on Halloween. It's still good to watch any other time of year though.
Maybe not Christmas Day. I don't know how you like it.
Number 3, Escape from New York.
Snake Plissken is one of my favorite all-time characters in movie history. Snake Plissken's a guy that has an eye patch that's an old soldier. And basically, in Escape from New York, America's changed. There's tons of laws. You can get thrown in prison for tons of things. And they've made New York, the island of New York, its own prison. It's a complete prison. They don't go into it that often. They basically just, if you get sent to prison, you get sent there and you got to fend for yourself. So they've had this whole society in there. And accidentally, the president's plane crash lands in New York. And the escape pod goes there, and the people there capture the president. And they're about to send Snake into New York to be a prisoner. And they figure, let's use this super soldier guy from the past to try and get him. Now, Snake Plissken, he talks like this a lot. He's really annoyed. He has an eye patch and a tattoo of a snake on his stomach. He's just this awesome character. He's not a super soldier like Captain America. He gets beat up, and he's not always winning, but he just finds a way. And it's just a great story of a guy going in to try and bring the president out, even though he doesn't even care about the president. It's awesome.
Number 2, Big Trouble in Little China.
Kurt Russell again. Kurt Russell, John Carpenter. Movie gold right there. Smashing of awesomeness. This is my favorite John Carpenter film. I love this. I watched it I don't know how many times. I literally couldn't tell you. As a kid, it was my favorite film. I loved it. It was that and Ghostbusters. It was like right there. Big Trouble in Little China is all about Jack Burton. Jack Burton's a trucker who ends up in Chinatown and runs into David Lopan. David Lopan is an ancient god kind of guy who wants to be a human again, who needs a girl with green eyes to do that. And his buddy has a girl coming in from China who has green eyes. She gets kidnapped, and it's about them trying to save her and stop him from becoming human, or letting him become human so they can kill him. It's awesome. It's got James Hong, Victor Wong, Kurt Russell, and Kim Cattrall. Tons of fun. Jack Burton is a hero, but he's a hero that's a bit of an idiot. And he does save the day, but he's not the smartest guy. It's basically me on film without a beard. I love it. It would be his best film, except there's one other one that's just a masterpiece. And that is
Number 1, The Thing.
I watched this last night again with my wife who'd never seen it. It was awesome. The Thing is about an alien that is thawed out in Antarctica and can basically take the form of anything it touches. And Kurt Russell and a bunch of guys are on a base in Antarctica. They're cut off from all civilization. And they basically have to try and figure out who's real, who's a human, who's not a human. And if this thing gets out and gets into the real world out of Antarctica, it will basically take over the planet. So they're basically trying to stop it. It is a perfectly made film. You don't get any better than that for a monster movie. It is John Carpenter's best movie ever. Plus Kurt Russell again. You can't. It's gold. So, those are my 7. What is your favorite John Carpenter film? What do you think is the best John Carpenter film? So let me know. Comment, subscribe if you can, share this with your friends. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay buried, everyone.
You've been watching the Bear Movie Guy Top 7 Saturdays. John Carpenter is awesome, especially with Kurt Russell in his movies. Tell the Bear Movie Guy what you think, and as always, you'll tow him safely.